Today is the 17th of December 2020. This is a 2-month-old red-eared slider. Came with the complaint of not eating for 1 day.
Okay. Previously, this slider eats about 8 pellets per day. That means 2 pellets per time for 4 times a day. And after a while, it eats less and less, and until yesterday, it ate nothing. Now we will look at, turn the slider a bit to see the ulcer. There's a mouth ulcer which is very obvious now. A bit, turn some more a bit. You can see there's a big patch where the lips, upper and the lower lips meet on the left side. And this ulcer is causing the pain, so it won't eat, of course, because when it opens the mouth, it's painful. Now this is according to the owner, it was bitten by the other slider. Did the owner say that?
Yes.
Because I find it strange. Normally what happens is that they develop a pimple on the corners of the mouth. For some reason, either they had injured themselves or they have eaten something hard or sharp and the bacteria came in. Okay, now we turn a bit further towards to show more of the ulcer, not this side. Just turn, but don't turn upwards, just turn on it, yeah. Okay, then you can see the extent of it. Now, are the eyes okay? Are they swollen?
No.
Okay, turn the eyes front, the other, show the other side again, turn to the right side. Yeah, it looks alright. Now look at the shell. You turn the upright, that's better, it's easier to focus. You can see the shell rot. And not only one area, several, almost the whole shell. Now this shows that the slider has been in the water for many hours. It wasn't dry dock. Let's look at the lower shell, the plastron. It also is having white patches all over, and also the shell rot as well. So this shows that this slider, I'll put it back, has not much time for basking, and so it has been in the water for many hours, so shine on the eyes, so that's why it's having shell rot. Now shell rot can cause appetite loss because of the ulcers in the shell, and then the bacteria or fungus get into the inside of the body through the cracks, show the ulcers and the ulcers from the shell, yeah. So this has to be treated fast and soon. Now the treatment is this way: stop using anti-chlorine, water onto the water, because I only use 10 drops per day. Yeah. This could have caused excessive chlorination or chemicals actually. It's supposed to remove the chlorine from the water. So just use overnight water which has chlorine evaporated. Then feed separately onto, turn a bit, turn onto the separate tank, yeah. And enough space for basking, enough area, and stop using the UV light for long hours, maybe 2 hours, and make sure there's space for the red-eared slider to hide from excessive ultraviolet light. The owner just ordered it 3 days ago, but the loss of appetite has been for some time. So it's unlikely it's due to the ultraviolet light. Just turn it sideways. Let's see the side. Lift it up a bit. See in between. Is there any cracks? No, right? Any cracks or any fungus? Any spot?
Shell rot.
Shell rot also, very bad, right? Where? Yeah.
This side.
Correct. Okay, the other side. So it's so fortunate that we do have proper lighting from the iPhone actually, and you can see now the ulcer on the lip is really very big, bulging out from here. So in conclusion, it's a management of husbandry and management of this red-eared slider that causes the loss of appetite, open mouth, gasping, although now you don't see it. Bubbles in the water, you don't see here. Now the red ear slider has not been given sufficient water to swim, so it was just given about 1 or 2 inches of water, and there is insufficient exercise as well. Yeah. So now we are treating it for infections. Shine the top again, and shell rot. No, the top of the shell. Yeah. And so we apply very minimum amount of the neodym just to clear it, and then we will feed separately in a tray with water, and also don't use fingers to break the long pellets, but use clean scissors to cut and prepare beforehand. Then scoop the small pieces onto the water, as this slider doesn't eat unfresh. This slider only eats freshly prepared pellets, but not the big pellets because the mouth is too small, so you need to cut into two. The owner has been using the hands to do it. I think the hands doing it 4 times a day. 2 pellets actually is 8 times a day, 8 times per feeding, so could have contaminated the pellets as well. Come shine onto the shine more, otherwise there is no light. And the back side, let's see. Any shell rot behind the tail? No, don't lift up too high. As you know, the camera is only onto this area. Yeah. Any shell rot?
No.
No. The inner, the vent. See the vent turn upside down. See the vent. Turn upside down and place it on the correct, facing the. Any bruising? Looks like, is there some redness there? It's
yes,
a red spot.
A bit.
Yeah. Now the other one had died. When did he die?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So you can't blame the other fellow for biting him. Biting this one. But there is definitely another. Is it ulcer, or is it the tail, or is it the?
It's the vent.
It's the vent. The vent is reddish.
Yes.
Is it? Come closer a bit to me. Okay, so in conclusion, actually there are some infections as well on the vent and on the lip. I shall stop now. We will hospitalize it and feed it with antibiotics and syringe feeding and dry docking.